Now that is pretty. With my hands on my hips, I stand on the sidewalk in front of the chapel that I bought 6 months ago and smile. The leaves in Huckleberry Bay are starting to turn with the change of summer into fall, flanking my freshly painted white building with orange and red and yellow. It's gorgeous. The smell of salt from the ocean, which is less than a mile away, is heavy in the air, and I tilt my head up to the sunshine, close my eyes, and take a long, deep breath. I love the sunshine, the bright blue sky, and most of all, I love that my schedule is finally lightening up enough that I can spend time renovating my own place rather than working on other construction projects. Not that I'm complaining about the work. I'm grateful that the small construction company I started a few years ago has taken off as well as it has. But I'm dying to really dig into this chapel and rehab it into my own home.
Nice paint job.
My eyes open at the sound of the voice that never fails to make my knees weak. But before I turn to Apollo Winchester, I school my face into just this side of a snarl. What are you doing here? He doesn't scowl. He doesn't look confused. He just grins.
You invited me, remember?
I must have been psychotic at the time because I can guarantee you that I didn't invite you to my home. Of course I did. I just don't know how to interact with Apollo without giving him a hard time.
You need me.
He pauses, a smirk still hovering over his sexiest thin lips before continuing,
To do your electrical.
Doesn't that just grate on the nerves? I'm going to have to run new electrical through the whole house, and Apollo is the best electrician in the county, maybe the state, and I won't settle for anything but the best when it comes to my place. Right. I roll my eyes and turn to walk up the steps to the double doors that lead into the chapel. Once I unlock the door, I push inside and take a deep breath. It smells a little musty and a little like sawdust. Come on in, and I'll go over my plans with you.
I can't wait.
I avoid eye contact as I turn on lights and then open a few of the windows to let in some fresh air. I haven't been here in about a week, so it's stuffy. It's one big room with a beautiful hardwood floor, which is original to the building, as well as a few wooden pews and an altar. Those things will go or be repurposed, of course.
No bloodstain,
Apollo murmurs, and then raises his head to meet my gaze. No, I had a company come in and clean the blood. He nods, and we're both thinking of Sarah, whose ex-husband almost killed her in this chapel 6 months ago. It was a terrifying day. But my dear friend is safe, and her ex is tucked away in a maximum security prison, so we can put all that behind us.
Some people wouldn't want to live in a place where something like that happened.
I frown and shake my head. It's not the chapel's fault. Besides, Sarah didn't die, thank all the gods, and it was only a little blood to clean up. It's fine. Apollo nods and looks around.
This is going to be really cool, Juniper.
God, I love the way he says my name. And I normally hate being called by my full name. Everyone calls me June. But not Apollo. No, he has to say my full name like it's sweetness on his tongue. He finds ways to slip it into conversation here and there, and it slides along my nerves like warm honey, which only irritates me. Unfortunately, after a night of bad decisions 3 months ago, I know exactly what it sounds like when he says my name in the middle of some mind-numbing sex. And I don't think I'll ever fully recover from that. Why, oh, why did I have to give in to temptation and accept his offer of going home with him at the bar that night? I wasn't that drunk.